Good afternoon, everyone. Time to do some business. GN Savings and Loans has finalized an agreement with EcoBank as a partner bank. The Bank of Ghana earlier this year reclassified GN Bank or GN Savings and Loans as a savings and loans company. The deal would allow EcoBank to perform some functions on behalf of GN Savings like check clearing and forex transactions. Owner of GN Savings, Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum, was present at the signing.
Strengths that come from both sides. The value we can give is priceless. But if it's not used, it doesn't help anyone. So my only point is that it's good. We have this arrangement. It's important. It's a partnership, but it must be put to use. With some discipline, and also good concern for.
All right, we'll have more on that on the marketplace. Now, the Bank of Ghana intends to put some restrictions on the amount of local bonds that foreign investors can hold. The move is part of measures to limit shocks that come with offshore investors exiting from our markets. The decision by some investors outside the country to sell their local bonds is said to be contributing to the city's depreciation. My colleague Charles Aite has been gauging the impact of the city's fall in value on businesses.
Now, as Ghanaians are back on their daily routines, one thing that, of course, remains setting on their minds is the performance of the city. I have been engaging the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, Dr. Joseph Obeng, to help us understand the outlook of the city and the perspective from traders alike.
We have some losses to recoup, and if we are not being able to do all that, we factor the losses that we've made in the past into our present pricing. Unless this thing is sustained, and then in future, if we are buying again, and then the price is the rate is lower, then of course this comes so natural.
We got in touch as well with that of the Food and Beverage Association, where the General Secretary, Samuel Agnew, tells me that the situation regarding the city could cause price build-ups in the future.
People would have loved to have a stable currency to enable us also have a long-term projections in doing our calculations and all that. But once the city keep on depreciating that way, it becomes very difficult for businesses to have a very tangible projections and also have a very good business profit. Otherwise, what it means is that your investment keep on depreciating over the years. And if nothing is done about it, then obviously it's going to create more problem for the investor.
Because whenever the city falls, it affects everything, from what you eat to the dresses that you wear to even the transactions that you engage in. As it stands now, the business community in Ghana is very much aware of situations at hand. Very positive in that sense. I'm Charles Aite.
It's official now. The country is today ending its 4-year program with the IMF after passing the 7th and 8th review carried out. The board of the fund is expected to sign off the necessary documents to finalize the exit from the program. So how are things going to look like after today? George Rafi has more.
Completing the program now could mean that government may no longer be under some strict conditionalities as to how it manages the economy. However, the IMF, through its Article 4 consultations, could still impact decisions and actions of investors in this economy. But for many, the $1 million question is whether we can maintain full fiscal discipline after this program. Kenneth Ofori-Atta is Finance Minister.
You know what we have done at the end of last year, we passed the Fiscal Responsibility Act, which in a sense sort of constrained the budget deficit to 5%, and also to ensure a positive primary balance. And then there will be a censure on the Minister of Finance in the event of a breach. And I think that's as far as any sort of law has gone in our history. Then secondly, we also set up the Financial Stability Advisory Council and then the Fiscal Council, which is headed by Dr. Dr. Akwa, former governor. The expectation of all of this is to ensure that we are consistently on top of the macroeconomics of the country and making sure that we work within the budget that Parliament would have approved.
The country in 2015 signed up for the extended credit facility to help restore policy credibility, reduce the country's rising debt, and put it on the path to growth. But as the country completes this program, can we say that all these things have been achieved? Well, let the debate continue in your homes and even at the offices.
And remember, we have more of that or on that and other stories at the top of the hour on the marketplace. Back to the man who's got the rest of the days at the news. Daniel.
Hi, Daryl. Very interesting news. You're officially exiting the IMF.
Yes. And, well, the real test begins, as I've been saying, because we have to prove that we can manage our economy without
Especially, entering an election year without the IMF looking over our shoulder.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of deficit.
Well, the finance minister is assuring they can do so. So we wait and see.
Let's see. Okay.